Well, Donald Trump has said that tariffs on pharmaceutical imports could reach 250%, which is actually the steepest rate he has proposed for this sector.
He has signed 17 letters to pharmaceutical companies' CEOs, and I would like to read you one of these letters to the CEO of Eli Lilly.
President Trump is imposing an additional 25% tariff on India. Here's this post coming in here from the Associated Press. President Trump signed an executive order today to place that additional 25% tariff on India for its purchases of Russian oil, bringing the combined tariffs imposed by the U.S. on India to 50%.
We settled on 25%, but I think I'm going to raise that very substantially over the next 24 hours because they're buying Russian oil, they're fueling the war machine, and if they're going to do that, then I'm not going to be happy.
Imagine discovering, almost overnight, that the price of your prescription drugs has risen or even tripled. This is the sort of shock for which the world is preparing. President Donald Trump has threatened to raise import taxes on pharmaceuticals to previously unheard-of levels. Trump has hinted that tariffs on imported medications may eventually soar to 250%, a level that is practically unprecedented in contemporary trade policy, in a startling expansion of his trade offensive. For comparison, normal import duties in the U.S. only make up a small portion of that amount, thus this idea is actually remarkable. Additionally, that is only a small portion of a larger effort. Ordinary items to high-tech components, a slew of new taxes and difficult agreements is quickly changing international trade. This current assault goes far farther than the fierce trade conflicts of a few years ago. Make sure to click the like button before we start. It enables us to circumvent YouTube's algorithm. There are multiple industries and competitors involved in this ongoing tariff bombardment, and enemies in different ways. Using tariff threats as the preferred weapon, the goal seems to be an all-out effort to reroute supply lines back to American territory. The message from Washington is unmistakable for trading partners worldwide. Almost no industry or nation is off-limits. Trump's next target is semiconductor chips, the little brains that drive our computers, phones, and automobiles. With the announcement of new import taxes anticipated in the coming days, conventional U.S. allies in Europe are also in danger. Trump is threatening the European Union with dire repercussions if it doesn't carry out a significant investment commitment of over $600 billion in U.S. initiatives. Other countries are rushing in the meantime. An 11th-hour reprieve from the tariff bombardment has even been obtained by a significant U.S. trading partner. Which nation is now in charge of to obtain that little reprieve, and what did it accomplish to merit a reprieve? When we dissect these spectacular trade moves taking place at the moment, we'll disclose that. Please click the subscribe button before we proceed. It greatly aids in the channel's expansion. An ambitious plan for raising tariffs on imported medications has been outlined by President Trump. He outlined a strategy to progressively raise the imported drug tax after beginning with a small one in a televised CNBC interview. These duties would increase to 150% during the course of the following year or year and a half, and then to an astounding 250%. Trump has a straightforward explanation for this extreme action. He prefers domestic manufacturing of essential medications and medical supplies over foreign production.